Hello and welcome to this presentation for our brand new amazing app called the Franz app, or Franz for short. It's an app simply designed to connect safely with friends from anywhere at all times. My group and I worked hard to achieve one goal, and this presentation will show you what that goal is, what research we took to get there, the steps we took. It'll even show prototypes of our app. It's all together. As a group, we made what we believe is the best app for connecting safely on the internet. The how might we statement that we as a group came up with was very based on what exactly we wanted our audience to be and what exactly we wanted our app to do. The base how might we statement we started with was how might we design a mobile experience that makes it safe for strangers to connect over a shared interest. This really didn't fit what we wanted as a whole because we wanted to aim it more at the millennial population as well as making it a more community app. The first how might we statement didn't really specify that it would be more than just a few strangers connecting. This we want big groups. We want a family-like setting for mainly targeted at millennials, but anyone can use this app if they wanted to.
We conducted surveys regarding how social media is used by users, asking questions such as their favorite platforms, what they like to use social media for, and their level of comfort with sharing personal information. We found that most people are not comfortable sharing personal information for strangers to see. On the flip side of that, however, many people are uncomfortable interacting with people when there is no information about them at all. No posts, no followers, no interests. For example, we asked, do you feel comfortable sharing your private information with someone online if you can see their private information? Why or why not? And someone responded, I feel comfortable based off my relationship with the person, not based off of if they tell me their info first.
The main goal we had planned for the app is to have people meet based on their interests. Building off of what Megan mentioned, we wanted to create an app where the users feel safe, are able to make friends, and socialize with those who share the same interests and have things in common. On most of the popular social media sites we see now, it's more common to get an impression of the user based on what they post and their pictures. On our app, we instead wanted the interactions to stem from their interests first. This way, they can interact by talking about specific subjects that appeal to them and makes it easier for users to feel more comfortable online through our app.
Now with a specific goal in mind, our team had to think of an actual solution for the how might we statement. In order to brainstorm, we mapped out a detailed user journey for our persona, Alex, as she uses the app. Alex's steps are listed in green at the top, while below are all the questions, comments, and ideas the team had regarding each step, specified by color according to the legend on the side. At a basic level, Alex's journey consists of wanting to find friends with shared interests, then going on the app and searching for a group related to her interests. Once finding a suitable group, she could then view threads in that group as well as join its public group chats. She could then potentially click with someone in the chat and add them as a friend or be added as a friend. One of the main user goals defined was the need to feel safe, so we emphasized that in every step. To ensure user privacy, the app would only allow searching for groups and not specific people. Also, moderators would be required for groups and their respective chats. And finally, users would be able to edit how their profile was viewed when clicked on by other users, as well as having the option to block other users.
So the solution, we wanted to build a community where users can make friends with those who have a similar interest. To build this, we wanted to make an Explore page for users to explore subsections within their interest. The Explore page gives recommendations based on what threads the user participates in. If the user wants to participate in a topic but doesn't exactly know where to find it or where to browse it, we've implemented a filter section. The filter gives a wide range of topics to choose from in hopes that all users can use this app because there should be a topic for everyone. So what happens after a user finds a thread they like? Well, they can socialize in it. Threads are divided by the interest of the users, so users have to enter threads in order to interact with them. Once users are comfortable talking in those threads, they can send a friend request to those who they are talking to. This should make it easier for users to feel comfortable with talking to others because everyone in the thread should have a common interest and it should be fun and entertaining. So this is the homepage. It shows the communities that the user saved. These are typically the ones the user is most active in, so so they can always just jump back in whenever they want. They probably have a lot of friends in these categories, so the user would want to save it. In the recent section, it shows the categories the user last participated in. This doesn't have to be the ones they saved, but it can be the ones that they're interested or wanted to test out, kind of like testing the waters before they decide if they want to continue or not.
So what happens when the user clicks on a group they are interested in? They will land on the group's main page, which is split up into two sections, the threads list and the chat box list. These lists hold multiple subtopics that surround the main interest and further narrows down the interest for the user. In this case, the main interest is the K-pop group TXT, and there are multiple thread topics like memes, fan art, and member appreciation threads, as well as the chat box chats like music video chats and general chat. These lists are designed to be simple to use as they are similar to features in other social media apps. By separating the more so content sharing features with the chat boxes, it will allow users to ease their way into the group and get to know what the group is all about before directly engaging with the community. The Threads page is designed to be the app's main way to share content about a particular interest. Users can post things like videos, pictures, or text messages, and can choose to like, comment on, and/or share these posts to other users. As seen earlier, the main topic is divided into multiple subtopics, which ensures that the user can see content they are particularly interested in, like memes for instance. Unlike chat boxes, which we'll get to later, users can easily access and re-access these threads whenever they want and as many times as they want. By introducing an asynchronous content sharing system, users have the choice to interact with other members of the community via the comments, or can simply just view the content and carry on by scrolling through other content.
When a user picks a chat box from the chat box list, this is the page they will be directed to. The chat boxes are available to talk about interests or specific aspects of the interest within the smaller community. With the chat box, there is a limit of 10 people per group. The limit is to encourage the users to interact more within a reasonable number of people. 10 is a number where the user is able to interact with a bigger group of people and have fun conversations, but it's also not too big so messages don't get lost and users don't get overlooked when participating in conversation. Users are free to come and go within these chats as long as each chat box doesn't meet its maximum capacity. The users can also send messages and photos within these chat boxes, but the overall purpose still being to talk amongst each other and within the interest community of their choice.
When you join a group, you can access the other members' profile pages. This is how your profile looks when you look at it. On the profile page, the only identifying information is not personal and completely up to you as to what you want your display name, username, and bio to say. This is not completely unique to this app, but it's the rest of the page that makes a difference. You can see someone's personal posts, the posts that they've liked, and their interests. This allows you to see what someone's interests are before you befriend them, giving you an insight to what they are like.
To reiterate, the Friends app is an app that brings together people with shared interests in a safe way. Users can join groups related to their interests, view threads, and chat with others via public group chat or direct message if added as a friend. Looking at our next steps, the team will be working on touching up wireframes, finalizing the prototype, and conducting usability tests to better understand the effectiveness and usefulness of the app and its users' goals.